Our next webinar, Why Alternatives, will be held on Thursday, November 21st at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. With changing markets, the traditional 60-40 portfolio mix has become outdated. Learn how alternative investments can help you remain competitive and appeal to clients. Visit the AIinsight.com homepage to register for this webinar. We also have a podcast called Alt Insights, which covers the latest alternative investment trends we're seeing. You can find it on our website or social media accounts. You can also subscribe to the podcast on Podbean or Spotify. I'd like to start by introducing our moderator, Christina Oliver. Christina joined AI Insight in 2018. She has been in the financial services industry since 1995. Prior to joining AI Insight, Christina worked at LPL for 13 years. She was responsible for developing and managing new emerging products, including UITs, structured products, and 529 plans. Prior to that, she spent 10 years responsible for the distribution of all alternative investments. This included overseeing non-traded REITs, BDCs, hedge fund offerings, managed futures, private equity, 1031 real estate exchange programs, alternative strategy interval funds, oil and gas partnerships, and structured products, offered through a network of more than 12,000 financial advisors. Christina's responsibilities included overseeing product strategy and management, as well as reviewing and approval of all new products. Christina?
Thank you very much for that introduction, and thank you everyone for joining us today. We're going to go through a quick example of the Alternative Investment Comparative tool, but I wanted to give some background on who AI Insight is for those of you who might not know us in the industry. Since 2005, we have been known as a premier online service provider for alternative investments, education, and training. 15 years later, we have evolved into much more than a testing solution for our subscribers. In the past webinars that you might have participated in, we've talked about our research tools at a high level. Today, you'll learn more about our most utilized tool on the AI Insight platform, and quite honestly, it is my favorite research tool, the Comparative Reporting tool. I'm going to walk you through how to access this tool using some screenshots from our advisor portal. If you would like a live tour later on, let us know and we can set that up for you. This is the home page, the dashboard, and from here you can access our reporting features by clicking on this Reports and Logs icon here at the top. You can also access Comparative Reports by clicking the Create Reports button in the center of the screen. As I mentioned earlier, the most popular research tool is on AI Insight is our Comparative Reports, and here's why. A very common task of firms investing in alternative investments is gathering data on multiple programs, whether for an investment committee meeting or your own due diligence effort. So an added efficiency of our system is the ability to look at more than one program at a time in a comparison report. With 300 alternative investments on the platform, not only does this save time, but you can be confident that the information is up to date. This report pulls facts from the prospectus or PPM and allows you to compare as many programs as you like, open or closed. Let's create a sample report so you can see how simple it is to customize your own report. We'll start on the Select Programs tab. Here you have the option to filter out programs by the features you choose, or you can search specific programs if you already know what they are. First, choose the program status, whether you want to view open or closed funds or all the funds on the platform. Then you can be more specific in your research and filter by investment sector, type, structure, objective, or share class. Once you've selected your filters, the fund list will populate below. You will have access to the programs your firm has or had previous selling agreements within this tool. Now you can review the fund list and decide to compare all of the funds within your selection or just check off a few. The next step is selecting the criteria. On the Select Criteria tab, you'll see several categories like program information, fee structure, financial performance. All of these sections expand to display over 120 program features, so you can check off the fields you want to compare in your report. Some examples include compare research investment objectives, annualized distribution rate, frequency of distribution, source of distribution, total loss or income from investment operations. There's also a section to check for suitability, and this is where you would find the blue sky information can be found on those programs. If you subscribe to our financial performance reporting tools, you can compare metrics for non-traded REITs, BDCs, and interval funds. If you subscribe to our alternative mutual fund research, you can also compare these metrics. Once you finish selecting your comparison criteria, click View Results. If this is a report you'll be using repeatedly, go ahead and click Save As a New Report, and this report will populate in your Save Reports going forward. If you decide you want to add a few more programs before moving on, then just hit the back button to go back to the program selection screen. Let's move on to results. On the Comparative Report Results tab, you'll see the programs you selected in an easy-to-read side-by-side list with your selected criteria on the left. Let's zoom in a bit for a closer look. You can also manipulate the format to show the programs along the side and the criteria across the top if you would like, and you could also have the option to export the data or PDF. If you want to go back to add in a few more comparison fields, click Modify Criteria. Remember, as with any activity done on our platform, it is all documented automatically for compliance purposes in your education and research log. This includes any time you run a comparative report. Let's take a look at the side-by-side data results. Again, here you can see your selected criteria on the left and the details for your selected programs on the right. If there's more information available, you'll see Read in Full link. So just click on that link for the rest of the notes. We received a lot of positive feedback from advisors on this tool because not only are you able to compare open offerings for due diligence purposes if you're looking to add an alternative investment to a client's asset allocation, but you can also look at closed programs to stay up to date on their performance. We especially received comments about how the product features appear side by side, making it very easy to compare similarities and differences. That brings us to the end of today's presentation of the AI Insight Comparative Reporting Tool. Again, please contact our AI Insight customer care if you'd like to schedule a platform demo or to talk specifically about how you can leverage this tool in your business. Thank you for your time today, and thanks for attending today's webinar.